The goal of this breathing drill is to really make sure that we have got the ability to let the lats let go. And we're doing that by getting ourselves into a position that deleverages them in a sense all the way from our shoulder down to our sacrum. And it should feel really, really good, especially in that low back sacral area. So we're going to use a yoga block for this. You're going to get on your yoga block, and I'm going to put my right knee on the yoga block. Now, I need to do a hip shift on the yoga block, and the way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to have my hands frame the yoga block, okay? I don't want to have my hands off to one side. My hands are going to frame the yoga block like such. Now, a hip shift simply means that we are letting the pelvis move over the femur, so we're going to keep our femur fixed. I want my knee and hip in one straight line. My hip should be right over my knee. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let my left knee drop down to the ground without my right hip moving. That should already start to feel like a gentle stretch in the back of the right hip. Now from here, you want to keep that right knee very heavy. So don't let your weight go over to the other side, okay? This right side needs to stay really heavy, and you're just going to let your arms come down, and it's okay if you need to shift over for just a second, and then we want to find that really heavy right knee again. Now from here, what's going to happen is we are thinking about the lat on our right side. I want you to make sure that you haven't hiked your right hip up, so we don't want this right side of our hip coming up towards our rib cage. We need to keep that right side as long as we can. You're going to take that right arm and you're going to reach it up and then over. As you do that, I want you to try and gently posteriorly tilt your pelvis. This is going to help because when we posteriorly tilt the pelvis, we are getting the lats in a position where they are on even a little bit more stretch, if you will. So I just did my hip shift. Now I'm going to reach my right arm long and I'm going to reach it over slightly. From here, I want to think about taking this right hip bone and kind of arcing it away from my hand. I should have nearly a semicircle from the tip of my index finger all the way to the end of my glute. So I'm thinking about making that distance from here to here as long as I can. So a little bit of a semicircle, and then let that right glute just come gently under, making sure you're staying heavy on that right side. So you're going to feel heavy in your left arm and on your right knee. Now from here, we're going to inhale, and I want you to inhale into all of this right side. And then exhale. As you exhale, see if you can find a little more left side abs. And then you're going to inhale. Think about sending that breath really all along that lower right side and those big lats all along that right side. Exhale, find some left side abs. Inhale, and as you inhale, you can think about even kind of posteriorly tilt your pelvis just a tiny bit more, make that curve a little bit bigger so that distance between your index finger and the edge of your glute. Exhale, find left side abs. So as you're doing this, what you're going to be feeling is the right side of your body really stretching from the inside. You're not going to feel your left side. I want you to feel your left side abs on that exhale, but make sure to stay heavy on that right knee. It's just going to allow for a little bit more opening in the back of that right hip as well, and making sure that we are allowing for the part of our lats that connects down into the thoracolumbar fascia. We're even kind of getting some nice opening in that area as well. So heavy right knee. You're reaching and you're trying to make a semicircle shape from the tip of your fingers to the edge of your glutes. And again, you should feel this in your left side abs and along the right side of your body. That is your right hip shift with right lat release.